next question. Sir, your name and where you live?
Hello, my name is Michael Watkins. I'm a local real estate broker, and for the past month, I've had one of my clients who is a school teacher. She's a single mom, and for a month, we haven't been able to find anything that she can afford. My question is, in the short term, what are we doing for the vital workers in our community, school teachers, nurses, who we need to keep in our community and make sure they have affordable housing? Are we going to let them leave our community? Do they need to move to find affordable housing?
So that was my question from the town hall. I was invited to take part in a town hall, a real estate town hall that was hosted by the NBC affiliate here in West Palm Beach, WPTV Channel 5. And I'm going to play the answer to that question in a little bit. The reason I am re-syndicating, if you will, this broadcast is because there are a lot of resources that were mentioned, that were talked about in this town hall that I think a lot of people don't know about. A lot of people aren't aware of some of these resources, not only for renters, but for homeowners, also for people looking to buy homes. And they simply don't do a good enough job advertising or, proliferating the information. And they even said so themselves. A lot of the folks on the panel talked about the fact that we need to do a better job of getting the information about these resources out to the public. So I'm going to play some of the questions and the answers from the panel. That way you guys can hear it directly from them. Depending on where you're watching this video, if you're watching it on YouTube, I'm going to have the links to most of those resources that were mentioned in the video. Here are some of the other questions and the answers that the panel gave.
We are joined by concerned citizens from all corners of our community tonight. They'll share their stories of struggles. We also have a distinguished panel from academia, government, and real estate.
State Representative Toby Overdorf from District 83, Republican, covering Martin and parts of St. Lucie County. Christina Pappas, president of the Florida Realtors Group, and we thank you both for being here. And next, Jonathan Brown, who is the longtime head of the Palm Beach County Office of Economic and Housing Development. We appreciate you being here for your expertise. And Professor Ken Johnson, a familiar face on our airwaves, an FAU Economic Department professor who has a real way of bringing home big economic issues in a relatable fashion to us. So we thank you for being with us. Very briefly, for our audience, we'll begin with you, Representative Overdorf. Give us a sense of what possible solutions may be out there as we begin this discussion.
Well, first of all, thank you very much for having me here today, and thank you all for being here as well and being a part of this discussion. It's a multifaceted solution to what we're going to be looking at, whether it be the government getting involved in additional housing assistance, whether it be additional economic incentives such as bringing new companies, new opportunities for jobs and high-paying jobs in the area, or whether it be insurance reform and other things along those lines we're really looking at getting into over the next couple of months here.
We'll certainly be talking in depth about all of that with you, and I know a lot of your questions to go there. Ms. Pappas.
Well, thank you as well for being here, and thank you to you all for bringing this to light. What is amazing is people like you bringing this to light. I do believe everyone is laser focused on a lot of different solutions. There's a lot of technology companies that have come in that I'll share with you all through seller solutions, buyer solutions, tenant solutions. Everyone is laser focused on how to make sure housing is affordable for all, and you all are able to get into homes. So thank you for being here. I look forward to answering your questions.
And we want to be as solution oriented as we can. Mr. Brown, your perspective.
Again, thank you for having us. There are many things that need to be done, and it will not be accomplished unless there is assistance and help at all levels, our federal level, our state level, and our local levels. And it's not just government. We need to have industry involved, our businesses that are here, our businesses that are looking to relocate here, our development community. Everyone will need to work together to help solve this issue.
Talk more specifically to a lot of that. I suspect a lot of your questions will take our panel there. Professor Johnson.
The short answer is we need to build and build more. More rooms to live under and rent, more rooms to live under and own.
Representative Overdorf, we'll start with you, sir. As you navigate with lawmakers this week, what are your initial thoughts on this problem that seems to be out of control?
Well, thank you, Jay. This absolutely is a major problem we're having throughout the state of Florida. The areas that we will be focusing on, number one is AOB, or assignment of benefits, and this is a practice by which we've seen a tremendous amount of fraud that has happened throughout our state.
Here in Florida, it's like the wild, wild west when it comes to those assignment of benefits. A lot of these contractors, people who do work on your home, for example, if you need a new roof, or, in my case, I did a video about this. I'm going to put the link right here so you guys can check it out. But I did a video talking about the fact that there was some flooding in my upstairs bathroom, and the people who came to give me a quote on the work tried to scam me into signing an assignment of benefits. And for those of you who don't know what an assignment of benefit is basically giving them full control of dealing with your insurance company, meaning when the insurance company writes the check to take care of whatever damage was done to your home, they're not giving it to you. They're writing it to that company. That company has full control over what happens with the disbursements of the funds from the insurance company to do your repair, and that's not something you want.
Are there 2 or 3 immediate action steps that you would take if you had a crystal ball and could do something that wouldn't require waiting 5 or 10 years for the inventory to increase?
Let's ask about that. First, Ms. Pappas, you raise your hand, then we'll go to
Actually,
Brown.
yes. There's 2 programs. One is a company called Divvy and another company called Landis. I'm not sure if you're familiar with them. Both of them will help renters purchase houses, and then they will pay rent back to Livy or Landis or Divvy while they live there, and then they can then purchase it from them. But it's a full program. The renter has to be qualified, but it's a great buyer solution for our tenants who may be able to afford to purchase, but maybe don't have all the means right now, so they would pay that back, and it's an incredible solution.
And to touch on what she said, I actually did a video about this as well. I'm going to put the link right here about another company. I believe they're called Home Partners of America, if I'm not mistaken. But check out the video. And they're a rent-to-own company, right? It's a great solution if you are someone who has the credit and the income, but maybe you don't have the money down. You should definitely check into one of these companies, because what they'll do is they'll purchase the home for you and give you a timeline to actually purchase the home from them. Right? You have right of refusal when they purchase the home for you. So you'll have maybe a year, 2 years, even up to 3 years to come up with an agreement to purchase the home from them. So you ultimately move from renting to owning your own home.
Give us your name. You've got a tough situation you told about before winter. What's your situation? Who would you like to direct your specific question to?
My name is April Hall.
Speak up just so they can hear you.
My name is April Hall. I'm a single mother of 4. Myself and my children were unexpectedly forced to live out of my vehicle. What can the county, someone, do to help us in this situation?
You are living with your kids out of the car right now?
Yes, I'm living with my children in my vehicle.
Mr. Brown, all of us, it just tears away at our gut to hear that. For somebody who's working so hard and trying to do the right thing, what are some answers?
So the first thing I would say is contact the county. Contact our community services department. Our community services department has a team that is ready, willing, and able to assist families who are either homeless or at the risk of homelessness. And we work to immediately find you some temporary solution to your housing situation as the county works and as our partners work to find a more long-term solution.
She was sitting right next to me. You can see there, my heart was literally breaking for her. I mean, we all just wanted to give her a hug and just do whatever we could to make it better for her. Here's a woman taking care of 4 children and living out of her car. We need to get these resources out to people. A lot of times there's embarrassment surrounding a lot of these issues, that people are not going to come up to you and say, hey, I need help.
Hello, my name is Michael Watkins. I'm a local real estate broker, and for the past month, I've had one of my clients who is a school teacher. She's a single mom, and for a month, we haven't been able to find anything that she can afford. My question is, in the short term, what are we doing for the vital workers in our community, school teachers, nurses, who we need to keep in our community and make sure they have affordable housing? Are we going to let them leave our community? Do they need to move to find affordable housing?
Briefly, Representative Overdorf, I know there's a state program, I believe, that you and I've talked about. Talk about that briefly, where that may help, and then anybody else who'd like to pick up on it. Thank you for the
Absolutely.
question. Go ahead.
Thank you, first of all, for helping them and helping our Hometown Heroes, which is exactly the program that I'll be talking about. The Hometown Heroes is not only for our veterans, but also for firefighters, for teachers themselves specifically. This finds assurances and insurance, if you will, for that down payment and for that person to get into a home and a low-cost loan and or grant that would allow them to do that.
The links from the resources that were mentioned by the various panel members are going to be down below in the description of this video. Leave a comment, share it. Thank you for watching.